Hey, what's up? It's Chaz here, and we are in Girona, Spain for the Traka, the Unbound of Europe, unarguably Europe's biggest gravel race. We're gonna catch up with all the Zipp athletes, see what wheels, tires, and PSI they're running. So make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. But for now, it's Chaz in Girona at the Traka. All right, he said to meet him at the Onstol Bridge. This is like classic Girona. My man, Freddy.
Could you be any more Girona right now? Stone Bridge.
Right here, we're here. The sun is shining. What's up with this? I heard it was supposed to be rainy at the track.
Yeah, I mean, that has been the talk all week. But,
I mean, you're wearing long legs and long sleeves.
I can't repent.
I'm like California over here.
I'm not from here anymore, so I listened to the Instagram and they flicked me. So we'll see about tomorrow if
we'll see how it goes. Yeah, right? All right, have a little ride?
Yeah, man, let's do it.
Let's do it. What kind of defines the Traka course to you?
You're almost certainly going to be on your own for a really long period of time. And I think you get that at Unbound as well, probably, but for a shorter period of time. And I think you can bleed minutes really quickly on a course like this if you're not mentally prepared for that.
If you're by yourself and you just let off the gas a little bit.
Yeah, let off the gas or let off the fueling or get complacent with your position, or it's really, I would say, the most mentally challenging race.
All right, so I just raced this race in Northern California, and I had heard about this guy, Petr Vakoc. I didn't see him because he actually did really well. I think he got like third maybe or something, and I got totally dropped off the back, but I found him here. How's it going?
Hello, doing pretty good. We have the same weather like in California, so I'm excited. It's a few days before Traka. I'm doing the 200, so I'm really excited for this race. I train a lot here in Girona, so it's kind of my home race. Yeah, I've known pretty well the course, but they did some last minute changes, so I still need to do a lot of recon.
So walk me through the bike that you're going to be racing for the Traka.
Yeah, so it's a Kenyan Grail, so the fast gravel bike from Kenyan. I'll be using the transmission because there are some pretty steep climbs, so to have full range of gears, big chainring 48 teeth, which will be also good for the flat sections. I always like to have big gear enough to push a little bit.
So you're not recovering on the flats, you're putting down power.
Yeah, putting down power. It will be, I think this 200 will be really like pretty much all out from start to finish.
On the Zipp 303 Firecrest, you've got, you said a 42 in the front?
Yeah, it's maybe 43. It should be 45, but measures 43.
Okay, so you got a 45 in the front and a 40 in the rear. What kind of pressure are you running for these tires?
I will do around 30 psi in the front and like 36, 37 in the back.
So a little more control and traction in the front and a little more speed in the back?
It's a wider tire, but yeah. Also, there will be some nasty rocks in the downhills, so yeah, I want to have a little bit extra to be sure to not have a puncture from hitting some stones.
It's all about safety with speed. It's actually really started raining, and I'm not going to keep Petr out here any longer than I need to. Thanks so much for your bike check.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man. Good luck out there.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm not going to say which one is the fastest Roche of the brothers, but we maybe found the fastest. How's it going?
Good, very good.
We're not in Oklahoma anymore. Where are we at?
I know we're very far away from Oklahoma, but still very fast gravel here though. But completely different weather apparently. They're gonna be well, it's a bit the same at the moment, but it's been quite bad the last few days.
Okay, so
it will be a completely different race.
It is going to be a completely different race.
Yeah.
What does that mean for your bike setup? I remember when we did Oklahoma, you had a different drivetrain, it looks like. Did you have the same tires, the same wheels? Walk me through what changed.
Because yeah, Oklahoma is meant to be a very fast gravel. It's like 34, 35, even more kilometers an hour average. And last year the track put a bit too big gear because on a really long ride you need some
You got
spinning.
10th in the Traka last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, so my man's top 10. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, exactly. But I made a mistake to have a too big gear. This year I thought a little bit more. I put a single by.
Woo!
Even more when I saw all the crazy video with the mud and everything, I was like, that's gonna be very slow all day.
Yep.
So single by 42 in the front. So I can still ride probably around 40, 45k an hour, still not too spinning. And then a 52 with the Eagle divider.
Is this the first time racing on a one gear in the front, on one by?
Yeah. Actually second time, but yeah, that's from a long time, it's the first time. So I will be able to go up anywhere with this, because on the long ride, the last climb after 300k,
Yep.
gonna be very hard.
I hear that's when the race happens. Okay, so wheels and tires. Did you change anything for your wheels and tires?
Actually, I'll keep the same because it's gonna be a bit muddy. But like this, those tires, I tested them last week in Limburg, and they don't hold the mud at all.
Last question, what PSI are you running front and rear?
It's a hard one because it's gonna be very muddy. Normally, and also it's a long day, so you lose a bit pressure through the day. 2.2, I guess.
So there's hot bikes, and you see like hot bikes on the internet and in photos, and then there's hot bikes in real life. My man Freddy Ovet has got himself a hot bike. What is going on with this whip, my dude?
It's definitely loud, man. So when I don't race well, I can at least try and look good. Partner with Zwift, and we went all out on the whole Zwift orange this year. And yeah, it was one of those ones that I think came out a lot better in real life than on paper. So I'm stoked on it.
Dude, it looks fire. So walk me through what's going on. What's the drivetrain you got? What's going on for 360K?
So Eagle mullet setup always, 50 at the back, 46 at the front.
So still a proper pretty big ring for the amount of climbing you're gonna have to do.
It is, but yeah, I mean a 50 at the back. This year's course is a little bit less rowdy in terms of climbing.
Let's talk about the wheels and tires. What are you running?
Yeah, Zipp 303 Firecrest always with the white decals, which I love.
For those of you that don't know, the white decals are strictly for the pros. So if you see someone with white decals, it means that
I do have those in my DMs every now and then. Where can I get the white decals? But,
you can't.
Yeah. But yeah, always 42 Pathfinder Specialized. I think I run this, man, honestly, for like 95% of the races.
This is the go-to.
Yeah, it's just I don't like to engage so much in the tire talk. This is tried and tested for me. I train on it all year as well, so like don't change anything race
So the
day.
consistency is one of the important parts.
And you have massive clearance with the rear stay and the fork, obviously. So like Unbound, for example, you know, normally you shouldn't have any issues. Hopefully, touch wood.
So you were talking a little about when we were climbing up, how you really like that it's like a consistent tire because of that transition when you're getting onto the smooth stuff. Can you kind of talk about
Yeah,
it?
look, everyone's different with feeling of tire, and being a road guy, I enjoy the knowing that I have knobs, that I have some grip on the outside of the tire when I'm pushing into those sort of rough corners. Some guys like slicks, which I get as well, but I've personally tried them, and then yeah. I think once you lose confidence in a setup and a tire, then that's kind of over, regardless if it's fast or not, right?
So the confidence and the consistency, the trust essentially is like the biggest thing.
I think that's everything in a setup, especially off-road.
But I gotta ask, because everyone wants to know, what PSI are you running?
Again, it's something I stick to pretty much religiously. It's like 28 in the front, 29 in the back, just under 30.
Sticking to what you know. Love to hear it, man. Thanks for the walkthrough of this sick whip, and good luck at the 360.
Appreciate it.
Woo!
See you out there.
So you hear this laugh, and then I just know Stern's here. What's going on?
Just laughing at my newest bike edition.
We'll get to that once we talk about all this stuff.
Oh yeah, we're
But
here.
where are we at? What's going on?
We're here finally in sunny-ish Girona.
You guys, they said it was raining and I showed up and it's blue skies and I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my God, it has been a time. No, it's great. I love it here. This is my second time doing the Traka 360 and I'm honestly just ready to start.
Yeah, you've been here for a while.
Been here for a while because you have to get like the sleep thing figured out. But yeah, I'm feeling stoked.
What are you riding for the Traka 360? Give me a breakdown of the bike.
Yeah, this is the Crux again, a fresh paint job.
I noticed this. This
Yes.
is we saw the kit at Mid-South.
Yeah.
Wait, no, we saw the bike at Mid-South.
We
This
saw
still
the
kit?
bike, new bike, but it's a bit more clean from Mid-South.
It is.
I opt for the top tube feed bag with
Snacks.
Revelate because it has this little nice clippy.
360K as snacks become a real big issue.
Big issue, yeah. Of course, the Firecrest 303s.
Did you change anything from like say your Mid-South tire setup? Like what you're running the Zipp 303 Firecrest? What tires are you running?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm trying to remember. I think I was on 42s there
Yep,
as well.
yep.
Yeah. So I feel super solid on the 42 Pathfinder. That's what I raced here last year as well. It performs with the like rougher, low pressure, low tire pressure, and then it's also really fast. There's a lot of road. There's a lot of flat dirt roads out there, Mid-South. So the Pathfinder, this fast, smooth rubber bit in the center, is just really fast.
Kind of the best of both worlds?
It is. And hopefully my bike is turning like this and this.
And you're gripping?
And I'm gripping.
Slipping, not gripping?
And ripping.
All right.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. Go consistency, 42 Pathfinder. Lower PSI, Sarah Stern.
thanks.
Thanks so much.
Woo. a little worried it was just going to be a fast road race.
Yeah, but apparently everyone I talked to is like, no, it's going to be like gnarly. You're going to be like by yourself, sending it single track, all the above.
I hope it's like a 15-hour cyclocross race.
That's kind of what I've heard. I've even heard that there's a run-up. Is that true?
Yeah, there's like this 300-meter run-up that everyone was freaking out about.
Yeah.
And it's like, cyclocross, you just run it.
Yeah.
Like,
I love that a cyclocross racer is like, yes, not that big of a deal. It's a little long, but like you just get off and run it.
Everyone has to do it, so you just go and do it.
That's amazing. I definitely heard some people bummed out because they brought road pedals.
Oh,
And then they heard about that and they were like, no, that's not even a thing out there.
Just like, there's too much that can happen in 360K,
Yeah,
you know?
100%.
Dude and strong.
Don't you have people that do this for you?
All right, so we have here is it's a 5/8 hose with a 15 millimeter. It's made in Italy, so you know it's a good hose.
What are you racing here in Girona?
So it's a bike that people are becoming accustomed to. This is the Cannondale Super 6 Evo SE. So curiously, interestingly, I'm coming straight from a ride the entire length of Portugal. I went from Sea Otter to Portugal and rode this bike the entire length.
What?
Yeah.
So this was the same bike. You haven't changed anything.
I changed the tires and I changed the pedals, and that's where I swap it from a road bike to a gravel bike, so to speak.
Okay, so let's talk about the swap. What tires and why?
So previously on the road bike version, I had Renéger's Bonjon Pass, which is a 35 mil in a extra light casing. So plush, comfy, you know, 35 is about yayish big. Of course, everybody can see that scale.
Right there.
And what I've jumped up to is a 44 Manistache Ridge with the knobby in an extra, Endurance Plus casing.
Okay, last question everyone wants to know.
Yeah.
What tire pressure are you running?
I don't know. I visited a bike shop this morning. I jacked up to about 35, which is plenty in a rigid casing 44. I'll probably be around 30.
If you ever had to buy a SIM card in Europe, you know about Movistar. If you pay attention to road racing, you know about Movistar. But did you know Movistar has a gravel team? This is Haley Simmons from the UK, Movistar Gravel. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm out here to ride Traka 200 and the sun has finally come out after a lot of rain the last few days.
Since it's going to be muddy, since it's going to be rough, does that affect your wheel tire combo at all? Specifically the tires?
Yeah, so I mean, personally, like gravel is still quite new to me and I'm still learning a lot about tires, so I'm still trying to kind of find the right combo for different weather conditions, but I've been trying to talk to as many people as possible. At the moment, I'm running 45 Schwalbe G1 RS tires. Possibly the R could be a good choice if it's really sticky mud, because apparently they will shift the mud a lot better.
You've got these 700 by 45C tires. What wheels are they?
These are the Zipp 303 Firecrest wheels. I love Zipp wheels. I've run Zipp wheels for years, time trial, road, and now gravel. I find them super reliable.
Movistar Road Team and Movistar Gravel, what is the difference? What's up with the gravel program?
So the gravel program was sort of born a little bit out of the E-Team, which is kind of how I got onto it, but it's run completely separately.
But you're still on Canyon and SRAM and Zipp, and you're still riding the same equipment.
Yeah, so I'm riding the same equipment, and I love the equipment, which is perfect for me.
I've got to say too, I think that your kits are probably the coolest kits.
It is cool kit, yeah. This is last year's jersey, actually. This year's jersey is a slightly lighter blue, but it's currently very dirty from the last few days, so, so being washed.
Spoken like a true pro. You know him as Lancey Pants. I know him as Lance. What's up, Lance?
What up? How's it going, dude?
How's it going, man? Where are we at? What's going on?
We are in Girona. Just grabbed a little coffee with this dude. Here for the Traka. I'm racing the 200K tomorrow morning. And yeah, we're gonna go over the bike real quick.
Yeah, man, what are you ripping? Is this the bike for the season or is this the bike for the Traka?
This is the bike for the Traka. S-Works Crux, super lightweight, super flicky and fun. And then I'm running Zipp 303 Firecrest wheels, nice and wide, light. I mean, these are the gravel wheels I race for almost everything.
For those of you that don't know, Lance is an engineer. Most athletes are smart, but Lance may be a little bit smarter. How does
Questionable at times.
how does temperature affect your tire pressure?
Ooh, yeah.
Like we were talking about this morning, it was 43 degrees Fahrenheit when we started. Then it's going to be potentially 65, 70 when we're out racing.
Yeah.
Is that going to affect your tire pressure? Speak to me with some science. What's good?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, when temperature increases, the pressure inside your tires increases as well. I mean, we're starting around, I think it's around 50 degrees, and it's going to get up to 75. So, I don't know the exact equations right now, but pressure will increase. So I think if I'm starting around like 29, maybe by the heat of the day, it'll be 30, 31. Earlier this year, we had BWR Utah, which was, the start was 24 degrees Fahrenheit, and then it got up to like 55, and I pumped up my tires in the hotel because I was not.
It was warm.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was warm.
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah,
70.
you're not pumping up your tires when it's
and
like that.
then went to the start, and I'm like, I'm on the starting line, and my tires are like, dude, these feel soft. These feel soft.
Dude.
I ended up flatting. I smacked rim like really hard.
So all of you racing at home, remember, if it's below freezing, pump your tires up outside in the freezing cold weather, not in your hotel room or your house. Be uncomfortable. What do they say? Be bold, start cold?
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks, my dude.
Yeah, dude. Thank you.
There's something about having the biggest chain in the game, but talk about having the fastest socks in the game. I got my man here, Jasper Aukleon from Sakon, with the fastest socks in the business. How's it going?
It's going well, man. I'm here in Girona. The sun is coming out.
Finally.
Finally. The course is going to be very challenging. Some muddy parts. It has been raining a lot and a lot of climbing. So preparing for that 200k Traka and hoping for the best.
Walk me through the bike that you're riding now, and then we'll talk about if you're going to make any changes from all the pre-riding. What do you got going on right here?
So I choose to go for the Time Attack MTB pedals to be sure to be able to clip in when it's dirty and muddy. And even click out on some corners and
little moto?
Put the feet out. Yeah.
These are huge. What size are these?
45 millimeters.
Ooh, yeah.
Not so much tread on the middle, but some knobs on the outside. It's a bit of a risk because it can be muddy, but I think overall this will be the best choice for me. So they're really fast. The transmission setup, I love it. Because,
You were one of the first people to run this, right?
Yeah.
You're the first person I ever saw with a transmission on a gravel bike.
Yeah. I'm really proud to be one of the first, because this frame is UDH ready. Not everybody can use this setup, but I'm able to. So
I mean,
nice.
I'm gonna be honest. If you look at the Pro Peloton now, every bike with a UDH has this setup. And my man Jasper was the first one with the setup, so you gotta respect real. You're on the 353 NSW, which is the lightest, fastest Zipp wheel. It's definitely more of a road race wheel. People do ride it on gravel, but do you think you're gonna stick with that for the race?
No, I'm not gonna stick with it. I love the look of the wheels and how light they are. But I think I'm going for the Zipp 303 Firecrest because they are a little bit more solid, and for gravel I think it's more solid choice to go with the 303.
You heard it here from the pros. The 353 NSW, definitely the fastest, lightest Zipp wheel. But when you're racing gravel and the conditions are going to be kind of gnarly, be like Jasper, go for the 303 Firecrest. Thanks, my dude. Good luck on the 200. We'll see you at the finish.
Run it up.
We're here at the Traka with this guy, Tiago Ferrer. What's up? You got the Red Bull helmet. You know this man means business. I hear he comes from endurance mountain biking, marathon mountain biking, but now we're racing gravel?
Yes, now I'm a new adventure in gravel races. I'm super happy about this. This is my bike for the race. I use the Zipp 303 Firecrest with the wide rims, with the big tires.
But for a mountain biker, are these really big tires?
Yeah, because in mountain bike I use 2.4, now I use 40, so it's big tires. But
yeah.
Yeah, it's more comfortable and also fast because it's possible to joke with the pressure. In this case I use 2.2 in the front and 2.3 rear.
For those of you that don't know, the Traka is 360K and 200K. I'm not familiar with marathon mountain bike racing, but how long is a typical marathon mountain bike race in kilometers?
Well, 100, 110, 120 in the...
So this is long.
Yeah.
This is going out there. My man is running some Time road pedals right here. We got the X Pro 10. Why are you riding the road pedals?
Well, for me it's more comfortable. Have more. I put more power in these pedals. Also the shoes. It's more lightness and more stiff. And yeah, for this long distance, I feel better.
You're
with
comfortable.
These tires.
200K, 7 hours, 8 hours, 200K. You got to be comfortable. Also, when you got legs like that, you got to be able to put the power down. I'm riding mountain bike pedals. But my man here is rocking the road pedals. Thanks, my dude. Appreciate it.